Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Swiss Ram. It's time for more plane reviews. And this is the second episode where I've had to re-record an episode. Don't ask what happened to the KSC. Also, yes, Kerbal is now installed. Look at that beautiful frame rate. Actually, it's fine now, but it was horrible for moments. So this time around, we're starting off with an F-111 Aardvark by Bread Whistle, which I'm really happy to check out because, well, for one thing, he does this thing where he makes faked weapons using stock parts, which I think is pretty cool, and because I recently made my own F-111, or at least a minimal part count thingy, F-111-like plane, and so it's kind of cool to see someone else doing one because I recently did one. His is, of course, going to be more like the real thing, I'm sure, and mine is, of course, designed to be minimal part count, so it's not going to be as cool. But, yes, that is what it looks like. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty accurate. Let's go ahead and give it a launch. Alright, and I forgot to take those off. I mean, to change the action group so that that wouldn't happen. Also, he has this little thruster back here, the little tiny thing. I don't know why that is. Also, my engines aren't... Oh, now they're going. Okay, that was weird. So apparently I was just using that tiny little thruster. That's interesting. Yeah, and he also does this thing, which I think is pretty cool. He gives a little description of what the plane is, like, because they're, you know, it's a replica, obviously. And it's the General Dynamics F-111 Aardvark, a supersonic medium-range interdictor and tactical attack aircraft, which also filled the roles of strategic bomber, aerial reconnaissance, and electronic warfare aircraft in its various versions. Also, the fact that it's an interdictor is making me think of Elite Dangerous, because I've been playing quite a bit of Elite Dangerous recently. And, oh, that's a floating thing up there. Why is there a floating thing up there? That's interesting. There's a floating panel above the VAB. I'd try to run into it, but I'm falling far too much. In fact, this thing's about to crash entirely because we've completely stalled out. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, wow. The two cockpits just imploded. Well, that's some interesting glitching. Haha. Yeah, that is, huh. Interesting. Okay. Finally. That was an instant for you, but like half an hour of crashes for me to get back to launching off the runway again. I have to say I disagree with having these active for both pitch and roll, but otherwise, I mean, it doesn't look that bad, really. It's kind of strange, but it doesn't look bad per se. And I'm still curious what this extra little itty-bitty thruster on the back is for. Like, I know, I'm pretty sure that's a real thing, like I've seen it, but I'm not really sure what the point of it's supposed to be, and I'm just gonna drop those because I can. Oh my gosh, that's great. I ran into them. Did I take damage? Yes, I did. Quite a bit of damage, actually, it seems. Did it bounce into any of these? It bounced into this Elevon. Man, I can't wait till they add more, like, damaging effects to the, what? Oh. Apparently, I'm not allowed to see aerodynamic forces because when I enable the overlay, nothing happens. Fancy. That sucks. Man, I'm just having all the problems today. If it crashes one more time, I'm uninstalling several mods that are not essential, that don't, you know, like, gosh, I can't remember what they are right now. Like, IVA enhancements type mods, first of all, because, like, right now I just tried to go into the IVA, and as you can see, nothing's happening. Let's see what happens if I do that. Nothing. Oh, yep. Okay, so I've seen this bug before. The screen just refuses to update, even though I can't see anything. So I'm just gonna click a button and hope it's the right one. Yeah, and it crashed. There we go. Yeah, no more curb inside. I'm sorry. Also, I accidentally ditched those things right away. Oh well. Yeah, so I had to remove the stuff that had the enhanced IVAs and, like, well, it wasn't literally enhanced IVAs, because apparently that's the name of mod now. I need to check it out. I haven't checked it out yet. Never mind, I remember now what it does. I'm not very interested in it, but let's see. Does this? Yes, it does. It has afterburners. Oh, yeah. I do like the way this flies. I do very much like the way this flies. I was looking forward to flying it in a different area than the KSC because I installed curb inside, but, I was just having crashes left and right. It's been like 5 minutes for you or something like that watching this video, but for me it's been like almost an hour, and it's really frustrating actually. This is part of why I don't do these very often, is Part of it's just that it's so time consuming, part of it's just that I get so frustrated. Although the crashing problems really only happen with the past couple episodes, so that's not really much of an excuse. But now we're stalling quite badly. I do like this, that it's a very heavy plane. It's kind of funny. It's kind of fun to just be like flying around and flying in such a manner where this thing just like nope, you're just like falling out of the sky. Like if you're not paying attention, like see right now, I'm just falling. Actually now I'm flying pretty stably, but I say stably as I'm like flying basically sideways. But what I mean is that I'm not dropping that fast. But earlier when I was flying it, I managed to make it so that I was pretty much dropping, and that's why I fell onto the VAB and died right away instead of flying off. Like see, I'm losing quite a bit of altitude right there, but mostly flying well. I do like this craft. I do like it. It's a shame I just had so much crashing involved with trying to fly it. That really sucked. Hey, that floating panel's gone. That's interesting. Huh. Ooh, let's fly through the busted VAB. Yes. Very nice. Do a little backflip. And now roll it. Oh, look at the shadow. Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't think the real thing has so much thrust vectoring though, so it probably isn't quite as maneuverable. But I don't know for sure. Anyhow, we're going to move on to the next plane now. After I check, hey, I can look at aerodynamic forces now. I couldn't earlier. That sucked. Also, just so you know, I am slightly exaggerating with how long it's taken, but in any case, this is the K-35 Kitening, which is, Kitening, which is by What Guy 05 and has giant adjustable ramp intakes using tweak scale and little tiny Junos right there. I believe this has a rotating engine on the back here to where you can use Infernal Robotics to VTOL it, although it doesn't have instructions on how to do that. I guess we'll go ahead and try it out and see how that goes. We have an engine back there, an engine here, and these two here. Alright, here we are. I was about to accelerate at full throttle, but before I do that, I want to use the robotics, because I believe that goes too far. Actually, let's just see. Does it have presets? I think it has presets, actually. Oh. That's not what I was expecting at all, actually. Can I? Oh my gosh. What are you doing? Okay. There we go. Now we're in regular flight mode. Now we're going to be in VTOL flight mode. Let's go ahead and take off with everything at full throttle like this. I should probably put on... there you go. Now we can take off. And then we could even switch into forward flight mode. Oh yeah, I switched probably a bit lower than you should, but that's okay. And now I'm throttling down massively and switching back into VTOL mode, and probably shouldn't have throttled down so much. In fact, now I'm going to floor it and see if I can hit afterburners because we're about to crash, and I fucked everything up. Oh, and part of it is taking off without me! Wait, what? What are you... Why are you bouncing? It's bouncing around like it's still on. Oh, is it on and not attached to me even though it is attached to me? I am not sure what's going on here. Oh my god, this is great. Okay, for real this time. Let's bring that back out again. Switch it into the proper mode. And take off. Oh, I forgot to enable the brakes. Oh well, whatever. We're gonna raise landing gear anyhow. And... Oops, wrong fuck. Everything's fine. Oops. You know, I flew this perfectly. The first time when I fucked up the recording, I flew this perfectly. Perfectly. And I landed it, and it was amazing. And now I can't fly it. Alright, one last time. We're gonna go ahead and somehow not open the menu, even though I clicked the button. Whatever. Full throttle, engage, fire, everything. Action groups. That was the wrong action group. Oh, there's like a air brake. Oh, so you're supposed to hit 2 and that in order to like bring up the thing, so it's like the thing. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Alright, let's go ahead and tilt those back. Get going. And then of course we have these 2 engines on the side, which Maybe there's an action group for them? Aha! 3 turns them off. And also possibly the engine inside? I can't tell. Yeah, no, I think it is, because it's definitely... I can't tell anymore. But I can tell that we no longer have the thrust-weight ratio to maintain altitude, so I'm going to hit the wrong button, hit this button to afterburner, and whoa, that thing had some uncontrolled pitch up. I like this. I actually quite like this. Like, it's got some problems, it's got some weirdness to it, but I quite like it overall. And I'm going to go ahead and hit 3, and hit 1, and hit this button, and pull around like this real tight, put the landing gear down, and we're gonna see how well I can land this, which is, I'm guessing, not that well, but hey, maybe I can. Alright, I'm gonna throttle it down just a bit. I would go and land on the VAB if it still existed, but unfortunately it does not. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Wrong way, wrong way. Okay, yeah, that's going badly. Alright, and touchdown. Well, not touchdown yet, but there. Well, by the time I said that, we had touchdown. You know what? I'm just gonna give up now. I'm gonna take this off for regular flight. Full throttle, afterburner, pulling up. Gonna raise landing gear as soon as I can. Okay, raising landing gear, and we are flying. And I'm gonna go ahead and disable, hit the wrong action group, disable the forward engines. Now you can see we're flying with just the one engine, which means that it's very underpowered for the jets. But unfortunately, in order to have the realistic just one engine, that's what you'd have to do. And I think 4, yes, 4 toggles that ladder, because I accidentally hit 4, and that ladder was out, and it wasn't before. Heh. Heh. Before I hit 4. Sorry, I just happened to accidentally make a funny. It wasn't that funny, but yeah. Beautiful. Nice, this flies quite nicely. Yes. Yeah, like I said, it's a little underpowered, but it is pretty maneuverable, and you can do some stupid shit like this. Very nice. Alright. We'll crash this, and switch to the next thing. Next up, we have the Mirage 2000 by that guy over there, which I am very happy with the fact that it has a little fake, whatchamacallit, fuel acceptor adapter thingy, you know, the thing that allows it to refuel in midair, which is pretty cool. And of course, it's got some external fuel tanks on here, as well as some sidewinders, AIM-120s, and that's interesting, and some bombs on the back. Ah, yes, that's definitely, like, that's correct placement. That is correct placement for the bombs. I think that's really cool. He's definitely put the attention into detail on here, which is awesome. And, oh yeah, it's got the little air brakes. I forgot about that. Yeah, so like I said, this is, all of these things I have taken a look at before, briefly. It's just that recording screwed up, and it's got Z fighting, and that bugs me. But overall, I think it's still cool. I'm definitely going to check it out. Well, show you it. I've already checked it out. I like it. And here we are. I'm gonna hope Action Group 1 selects weapons. Okay, I'm not gonna hit any more of these buttons until I get into the air, because I'm scared I'm gonna screw things up. And now I remember that is exactly what happened last time, that I realized that the action groups are, well, they're not set up the way I would set things up, so I have no idea what's what. 3 is like arming or disarming something, I believe. Actually, I could open this up and take a look. That was arming everything. 4, I can't seem to figure out what it does. Maybe if I have something selected. Nope. 4 does nothing as far as I can tell. 5 does nothing as far as I can tell. 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. R. Backspace. Nope. Clicking. There we go. Dropping. 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 Beautiful. I just want to watch those hit. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. Yes, beautiful. And this thing, honestly, it should be in afterburning mode. Like, I think that definitely would give it the needed boost. Oh, Okay, I can't fire the guns that way for some reason. There we go, aim 9s. And back on the Vulcan, so let's go for the aim 120s. Beautiful. And drop the fuel tanks in the general direction of the SPH and VAB and stuff. Oh, did we hit? No, we hit the runway. Well, near the runway, so that's cool. And here we are coming in low. Oh shit, too low. Everything is fine. Oops, that I pulled down a bit more than I meant to. But as you can see, this thing flies rather well. I like it. Aw, yeah. You feel like you really could do an assault with this. Oh shit, that's a bit close. That was a bit close. I thought I was gonna crash there. I'm surprised I didn't. Adjustable landing gear? Haven't commented on the landing gear of other things, but I just noticed these. I just happened to notice it right that moment, and I went, hey, adjustable landing gears. Those are nice. Flying low and dangerous. Low and dangerous. Too low, too dangerous. But we survived it. And so did the other pilot. Oh, we might not survive it. Yep, okay, we survived it. So everything is fine. Very nice. Next up, and second to last for this episode, is the K-20 Krogan by WhatGuy05. As you can see, it has giant adjustable ramp intakes making up kind of the bulk of the fuselage there. And it's overall a fairly smooth design. I like the idea behind it. And it, you know, now that I'm looking at it, it looks familiar. This, I mean, other than the fact that I've seen it before, it looks familiar. There's a design that's like this somewhere, and I don't know where, and I wish I did, because I'd like to know what it is. Figured it out. This is a Chinese aircraft. This is based off of a Chinese aircraft called a J-20 Dragon. And yeah, it definitely looks like it, and that's why I thought it looked familiar. So I had to go look up. I was like, I know this looks really familiar. What is it? So I went and looked up, whoops, wrong button. I looked up F-20 Dragon, and then there's no such thing. Well, I already knew there was no such thing as an F-20, so I figured I'd try that, see where that led me to, and the moment I saw some of the results for that, I went, wait a second, this is, oh shit, a J-20. A J-20 Dragon. Let me just roll it like this. That looks so wrong. Oh, there we go. It's slightly more right now. And somehow we survived that. Well, I know how. It's Kerbal Crash System, but yeah. But yeah, like I said, this is based off of a J-20 Dragon, which is a pretty cool aircraft, if I do say so myself. Definitely looks pretty cool. Looking at pictures of it right now while flying. Maybe not the best combination of things to do at once. Oh, shit. I am so glad this thing has yaw authority on those vectoring engines, because I nearly crashed that. Oh, yes, beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful maneuverability. I forget if it was this episode, the last episode, some other episode. There was some episode where I did an amazing fly under the bridge there. And it'd be cool to do that again. But I don't trust my capabilities to do this. Oh cool, it's got the little antenna on the nose there. Alright, so I just got through saying I don't trust my ability to do it again. Yet here I am on approach. Yeah, this is entirely the wrong angle. But I am proving that the maneuverability of it makes it possible. Whoa, shit, that was bad. And surprisingly, I'm okay. Yep. Hey, look, there's a piece of wing under me. And we're leaking fuel everywhere, and I blew something up. Some part of the building. But yeah, this thing is fun to fly. Very fun to fly. Whoops. I'm gonna go ahead and go into first person so I can see a bit better. Whoa, shit. How did I not hit anything? Holy shit. Wow, I thought I was doomed right there. That's great. Alright, let's go ahead and come down here real fast. Pull up real hard. Alright. Head on over here past the destroyed administration building that, I didn't do that. Let's just say I didn't do that. Even though we all know it's not true. And this thing turns so quickly that I pulled this wrong and I'm not lined up at all. Let's go this way a bit. Let's pull up a little bit because we're getting pretty low there. I didn't see what altitude I got to, but oh wow, considering I'm only 100 meters up right now, must have been pretty damn low. Alright, oops, I'm still like off target quite massively. This is like the wrong angle to come in, but oh well, doing it anyhow. Fuck, I overturned and now I went under and crashed immediately. Hello, other piece piece of nose. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I'm in like one of the little ladder areas. Oh, that's cool. I'm like jammed up in there. Hold on. We have to take Bob out and like have him go up the stair. Oh, he squeaked. Go up the stairs here, cuz I just think it's so funny that like I blocked the stairs. Oh wait, I can move around it. Ah, yes. All right. We're going to go up the stairs. Hold on, let me just put him like right there. Zoom out. Yup. And last for this episode, also by What's Guy 05, we have the SKU-47, which I think is an attempt to be a parody of stock, stock keeping units, and the SU-47. SKU is stock keeping units. It's like a thing that's used in like barcodes and stuff. I don't know much about it, I just know that it's a thing. And the SU-47 does look like this. It was an experimental fighter for super maneuverability and like post-stall maneuvering, which is why it has the forward swept wings. If I remember correctly, it had control surfaces on the front, or at least, no, it had slats on the front that could be used as control surfaces during a bad maneuver. I don't know. I'm not sure about that, actually. I don't really know that much. I do know that it looks very funky, and it is a very cool craft, and it has this weird, one side has this thing on the back that sticks further out, which he replicated here. And yeah, it's a bit strange. Did I say shop keeping unit? I meant stock keeping unit, but that's really not relevant right now. What is relevant is how this flies, which is, whoops, wrong way, pretty good. And also, I just flew it like completely the wrong way, but shh, let's not focus on the fact that I just crashed it. Beautiful. I took out the runway. Nice. In fact, you know what? I do have Vessel Mover here. Let's go ahead and take advantage of the fact that Vessel Mover has craft spawning. And let's just take another one of these and put it, well, I'll put it right there. Alright, now let's move this over to the beginning of the runway. And we're going to take off through the rubble of the old one. Because there's nothing that could possibly go wrong about doing this, right? Nothing at all. Come on. Come on. Oh no, it's not gonna work now. Oh, come on. Oh, that sucks. Oh, do I have to click place vessel? Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I'm not used to the new vessel mover. In fact, I haven't used it at all yet since I upgraded it. But yeah, that's one of its new features. Let's go ahead and afterburners. And, we can probably get off the ground before we even get to that part. Whoa. Yeah, this thing will just jump right up when you tell it to. You have to be careful. Look at all that. Look at the mess we made of the runway. Alright, so, this is, oh god, the frame rate is quite low, and the lagginess is quite low, because I did just crash a jet. Oh god, and I'm crashing this one as well. That time I just like knocked an intake off. I like knocked one side of it kind of out. Hold on, I want the smoke to clear, because I want to see what this looks like. Oh my god, that's great. This thing could totally be flyable, potentially, if it wasn't, you know, on the ground. Alright, one final flight. Let's not fuck it up. And that'll be the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. And as always, see you in space as I fly around this place. Yeah, I know what I'm fucking saying.